Hello, everybody. My name is Theo, and on behalf of FP Markets, we thank you very much for watching this video. In this new series, I'll be covering the latest market updates with regards to cryptocurrency. Notably, today will be the aftermath of the Bitcoin halving. But before we dive right in, please like and subscribe, as it means a lot to us and we greatly appreciate it. Also, please feel free to visit our Traders Hub. This is home to a wide array of educational material. Here you can find articles, you can find videos, you can also find traders tools such as an economic calendar and a forex calculator. All this has been included and provided by Trading Central, and this is applicable to all our account holders. Now, going to Bitcoin now, we saw our halving take place on the 20th of April 2024. Now, we can see this is the fourth halving in the life cycle of Bitcoin so far. The halving took place on April 19th/April 20th, depending on where you're based around the world. We can see from the price of Bitcoin itself, we had a bit of a decline. We touched the support line at 59,697, so arguably around 60,000. And then at the time of the halving, we were trading at around 63,000. Since then, Bitcoin's been a little bit choppy, but trading in and around $64,000 to $66,000. Now, what can we look into when it comes to Bitcoin halving? Now, the price itself may not necessarily see a direct impact immediately. Now, this could be for many, many reasons. One thing to take note for starters is that this is the first Bitcoin halving that's taken place where an all-time high has already hit for Bitcoin before the halving took place. In the first halving, we had some time before we saw a new all-time high. Same thing applied to the second halving in 2016. And of course, the same applies to a halving in May of 2020 as well. This was the first halving that we've seen an all-time high for Bitcoin before the actual halving event. Now, this could be for many, many reasons. Many argue, for example, in the Bitcoin halving of 2020, that there were many distractions due to the coronavirus pandemic. Others would argue that this is also priced in from beforehand. Now, with Bitcoin's halving this time around 2024, there's been many things that have been considering Bitcoin to reach this price before the halving itself was to take place. Notably, this would have to be the ETFs that were regulated in America and released, notably BlackRock. Now, BlackRock itself, their spot ETF, has had some new records. On Monday, it was recorded that they were in the top 10 ETFs with the longest daily streak of inflows. Their ETF itself added $600 million into its assets under management on Monday. This can also be seen on their website as well with regards to the data of the ETFs being the longest in the daily streak of inflows in 10th place now. This is also their 70th straight day registered net inflows. So this is a very big deal. Now, the ETFs themselves play a big role because this is also something now to take into a place where ETFs are more of a longer term perspective. So anybody that does have an interest in Bitcoin right now should also be having an interest in Bitcoin in the future, especially as monetary policy is also becoming a lot more confusing around the world. You can also see certain countries like El Salvador adopting Bitcoin as its currency. And of course, you have currency devaluations and a lack of confidence in many regions around the world right now. Notably, of course, you also have the macroeconomic and geopolitical tensions that are happening to take place at this time as well, which have also played a big influence. As we mentioned in the previous video, Bitcoin and gold hit the all-time highs at the same time, roughly. So we could also take into fact that geopolitical events are taking place here and having some sort of impact. When it comes to the Bitcoin halving this time round, who is going to be affected mostly? Well, it's going to be the miners. Reason being, with every block that's mined, the result and the reward of the Bitcoin going from 6.25 previously. Now, after this halving, this has now gone to 3.125 Bitcoin per block. Now, this also means that the reward has been halved for the miners. This also means that the reward, the actual supply itself has now been cut by 50%, meaning that there is less Bitcoin in circulation that is available for trading. This is where the philosophy of supply and demand should be taking place, which leads to an increase in price. Now, this is, of course, what we've seen in the past. Each time there was a Bitcoin halving, we had some time where it was a little bit flat, going chopping, but then we started to see an increase. Same thing applied for 2016, and of course, same thing applied for 2020 as well. Now, the traded price right now for Bitcoin is at around $66,500. As it stands right now, we're kind of in between a resistance line, which is around 73,000, 74,000, which was our previous all-time high. And we also have the support line where we saw a bounce at 60,000. If we break the support line at 60,000, then there's still plenty of potential for us to reach down to the 50s as well. This wouldn't be abnormal, as even in a bull run in the past, Bitcoin has seen many corrections of 20, 30, 40% in a bull run, so it wouldn't be abnormal. But now taking into account that the market cap is higher, the interest is higher, and the institutional buying is in, the volatility that's seen in Bitcoin could potentially be less than before. Now, that's something to consider. There's a lot of interest now in what's going to happen with the Bitcoin dominance, as in crypto, there is also a cycle that takes place. Everyone is looking at the Bitcoin dominance right now to see where this could also see how the altcoins can also start to be affected as well. Notably, you will see Ethereum take place shortly. We'll see what happens with Ethereum. But then it's also the high cap coins and the altcoins. Be a very interesting time. Until then, this was the update for Bitcoin. We're seeing steady now at around 66,000. We'll see as the coming days come what the effect of the price is going to be and how it's going to be affected. But as it's been mentioned, this is mostly going to be a subject that's going to affect miners than necessarily the traders right now and the investors. And because of the ETFs that have also taken place and BlackRock's power in the market right now, there's also potential for Bitcoin to start to see higher prices in the coming months. So once again, thank you very, very much for watching this video. We appreciate it. Once again, please like and subscribe to the channel. And if there is anything that you require, if there are any questions to follow up with, please do not hesitate to get in touch with us, as our support team is available 24/7. Thank you very much once again for watching. And until next time, have a great day and all the best with your trading. Goodbye.